You know how in video games there's always that one DLC character who ruins the meta? Well, in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, that glitch in the Matrix is Satoru Gojo. He's a walking, talking cheat code. So today, let's appreciate the unfairness. Let's count down every time Gojo looked at the power scaling system and said, nah, I'd win. Usually, when the King of Curses wakes up in a shonen anime, it's a global emergency. It's panic stations. But for Gojo, it's a teachable moment.
菊服は他のお土産とは生徒の前なんでね、かっこつけさせてもらうよ。
Gojo is literally explaining to Megumi about his shopping spree while he fights the strongest curse in JJK. He sits on Sukuna, literally sits on him like the guy is a piece of IKEA furniture that wouldn't behave. It's the ultimate disrespect. Most mentors step in to save the student. Gojo stepped in to show off. It established the rules of Jujutsu Kaisen immediately. There are sorcerers, there are curses, and then there's Satoru Gojo, and he knows it.
だからどうという話でもないか。
7、8、9、そろそろかな。領域展開。無料空所。
We all knew he was strong, but this was the moment the internet collectively gasped.
This ここは無加減の内側。生きるという行為に無限界の作業を強制する。
Up until this point, Gojo was just the oh-so-cool blindfolded sensei. Then Jogo drags him into a domain and Gojo treats it like a minor inconvenience. Actually, scratch that, he uses it as an education opportunity. Hands-on learning, I guess. The animation here from Mappa is just showing off, but the concept is terrifying. He doesn't overpower Jogo with muscle, he overpowers him with information. He floods his brain with the concept of everything, effectively freezing him in a state of eternal buffering. It's a metaphysical flex. I've never seen a beatdown that felt so academic. He rips the guy's head off like he's popping a bottle cap. It wasn't a fight, it was an execution.
さて、誰に言われてここに来た？領域展！帳が
Aang's there. He's floating in the sky, looking down at Juzo like an annoyed god spotting an ant. He doesn't even fire a blast. He just looks at him and twists his limbs from 100 meters away. The sheer pressure radiating off the screen here is palpable. You get this sense of distance, that Juzo is a creature of the earth and Gojo is something entirely different. It's quiet, it's precise, and it's actually kind of scary. It's the moment you realize that if Gojo wasn't on the good guy's side, the series would be a horror out. You know things are about to go down when the soundtrack dies and all you hear is the crackle of energy. Hanami had survived everything the students threw at him. Black flashes, cursed tools, everything. Then Gojo lifts a finger. The mixture of blue and red to create imagery mass is cool science, but the visual result is pure devastation. He deletes a chunk of the Earth's crust and Hanami. It's not just about hitting the target, it's about erasing the postcode the target is standing in. The aftermath shot, where half the forest is just gone, remains one of the cleanest displays of stop playing games I've ever seen.
Yay!
Okay, so in the manga, Miguel just gets stalled, but in the movie decided to turn this into a Sakuga feast. This entry stands out because it's not about magical nukes or domain expansions, it's purely hands. Gojo's fighting a guy capable of holding his own, and he's doing it with a fluidity that makes it look like a dance routine. The camera work spins around them, capturing every block and counter, emphasizing that Gojo is a martial arts prodigy on top of being a nuclear reactor. He's mocking Miguel the entire time, dismantling the black rope with sheer aggression. It's rhythmic, it's beautiful, and it showcases that even without his eyes, Gojo sees everything. I could watch this loop for hours. It's just hypnotic violence.
邪魔だ。
これが下等の言っていた無加減呪術。原子レベルに干渉する緻密な呪力操作で時空間を支配する。
If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Thank you. This is a blink and you'll miss it moment, but that's exactly why it belongs here.
こっちは無限の発散。術式反転。赤。
We flash back to a younger Gojo, and we see how he deals with grunt-level threats. The scene starts, there's a blur, and suddenly the entire building is collapsing because Gojo moved so fast he compromised the structural integrity of the architecture. He didn't just knock them out, he turned the environment into a weapon by accident. It really sells the idea of the blue technique being an attractive force. He pulls space together, and the world just breaks to accommodate him. It's casual, it's effortless, and it perfectly encapsulates the arrogance of high school Gojo. She's fine!
ごめん、あまない。俺は今、お前のために怒ってない。今はただただ、この世界が心地いい。
This is it, the peak, the moment Satoru Gojo ceased to be a sorcerer and became a deity.
天上天下、唯我独尊。
After getting absolutely humbled by Toji, Gojo comes back. Wrong. He's high on the sensation of the world opening up to him. The blood dripping down his face, the delirious eyes, the floating. It's iconic. When he utters, "Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one," you believe him. It's not a boast. It's just a statement of fact. He unlocks reverse curse technique not through training, but through the sheer ecstasy of near death. It's terrifyingly majestic. He looks less like a hero here and more like a force of nature realizing its own potential. If the awakening was the realization, this was the execution.
挙式、紫。
Doji Fushiguro is the only man who ever truly beat Gojo, and Gojo responds by deleting him from existence. The firing of the first Hollow Purple is so raw compared to the polished version we saw earlier. It's jagged, unpredictable, and instant. 1 second Doji is charging in, the next the left side of his torso is simply missing. No explosion, no clash of beams, just deletion. It's the abruptness that sells it. Gojo doesn't scream the attack name, he just releases it. It marks the end of the arc and the end of Gojo's humanity in a way. He won, but he left his youth behind in that crater.
サトルだよな。何があった？逃げるなと言ったはずだぞ。こうでもせんとわからんか。なんだ、言い訳か。
ちげえよハゲ。この程度で僕に勝てると思ってる脳みそに驚いたって言ってんだよ。
Imagine being a villain. You've brought your whole squad, you have a plan, you have hostages, and then Satoru Gojo walks in, takes off his blindfold, and looks at you with pure disappointment. The atmosphere in the Shibuya subway station shifts the second he steps onto the tracks. He's fighting the disaster curses, special grades that would end the series if they fought anyone else, and he's treating them like naughty little children. He turns off his infinity just to prove he can beat them without it. It's the most "I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me" energy I've ever experienced in anime.
五条悟、こっちを見ろ。花見。
次。
マジか。
領域展開。無料空所。
This is the masterpiece. The problem with being a god is that you have to worry about the ants you step on.
一か八か 0.2 秒の領域展開。0.2 秒は五条悟が勘で設定した。0.2 秒の間に改造人間を含めた非術師の脳には時間にして約半年分の情報が流し込まれる。しかし地下5階の生き残りは2月後に残らず社会復帰を果たす。そのレベルの無料空所。
Gojo solves the impossible problem of saving civilians while using a domain by activating it for exactly 0.2 seconds. It's a feat of micromanagement that shouldn't be possible, but the real god mode isn't the domain, it's what happens after. In that fraction, the transfigured humans are stunned, and Gojo kills roughly 1,000 of them. He moves like a blur of violence, decapitating monsters methodically, efficiently, without sweating. It's a massacre for the sake of mercy. It shows that his brain processes reality faster than anyone else can even perceive it. It's the absolute pinnacle of what a Jujutsu sorcerer can be. So, what's your favourite Gojo flex? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to smash that like button harder than when Gojo smashed Hanami into a wall. I'll see you next time.